What's up, crypto junkies? Welcome to another video. Man, we got some news to catch up on. There's a few pieces that I posted in a Discord but completely forgot to bring up in the last video, so we're going to catch up on some stuff and cover some new news. Since I am on the road, I only have one screen, which kind of sucks because I can't really do the headline hunting like we usually do, and the more tabs I get open, the slower this thing works, so I feel like I have a million tabs open already. But let's dive into it. So this happened back on the 16th. Something happened with the CME connectivity for futures. This affected Bitcoin futures, and coincidentally CBOE had problems during the same time. This is all weird to me, and this is a developing story that I think we might get some more information on down the road of something that was more behind this. And so failure in early futures trading appears to be connectivity issues at the Globex, the venue for all the important S&P M&E future. I think we're going to get more on this because it's weird to have CME and CBOE go down at the same time, so I'm not buying it. But in case you're still sitting on the sidelines and you've ignored me since the very beginning, not the beginning, that's a lie. Since, when did I start talking about this? January, February. Futures are not a good thing. And Charlie Shrem recently talking about this on December 7th. I don't know what he's linking to. I haven't looked at this, but I believe it's a piece exposing essentially just how bad futures have been on Bitcoin. If you remember some of the videos that I've done along the way, we've talked about how futures have affected the gold market when they came along in March 2003 and what's kind of happened since then. No, it wasn't March 2003. That was the ETFs. Excuse me. So I don't remember the date for gold actually, but I did a video on this. I'll try to link it, but I don't think annotations work anymore. Sorry. Maybe I'll do a fresh video. Okay. How's that? Maybe I'll do a fresh video coming up and talk more in depth about this, but Charlie Shrem getting in line with some of us that have been, opponents of futures since not the beginning, but January, February, I started waking up. So I'd say that's pretty savvy. Okay. Next piece. Starting today, you can convert one crypto to another on Coinbase. I kind of don't like talking about Coinbase all the time because I feel like I'm just promoting them. Because I talk about them, people think maybe I support them when I don't. I honestly think it's just a backdoor to the NSA and the IRS. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Gemini is the exact same. And there's some sort of deal worked out to where they've gotten leniency and been looked past on any sort of SEC troubles up until this point. Will it continue to be like that? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so you can instantly do a conversion within Coinbase. I'll tell you what, I haven't used Coinbase since August of last year when I first got into crypto. I used it for a little bit and we made some training videos on it. Since then, I couldn't even tell you what you can and can't do on the platform. But apparently now you can do conversion from one crypto to another. Thing you got to watch out with Coinbase if you're still in the US and using this, because hey, there's not many other options besides some sort of OTC option, which some of those are sometimes sting operations from different government agents. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Your only other option is Coinbase, unfortunately. So if you're using Coinbase, just keep yourself careful and watch those fees. Make sure that you're documenting all your transactions from a tax standpoint for capital gains, and you'll be good. Overstock subsidiary to T0 to develop smart contract token for rare metals sale. This is interesting. Private equity firm GSR Capital has contracted Overstock Inc. subsidiary T0 Group to develop a smart contract token for a sale of cobalt, according to a press release published on the 17th. So they want to do a smart contract for cobalt. First of its kind cobalt offering, expected to launch early 2019. In August, Overstock and T0 signed term sheets with GSR Capital to invest up to $374 million in exchange for common equity in T0 and common equity in Overstock.com. Gosh, that's interesting. I see deals like this starting to really happen more and more. And I think it's amazing. I think this is amazing usage of blockchain technology to be able to leverage assets across asset classes and do new things, like give it wings, give it something it didn't have before to connect it to other markets. Beautiful. Italian securities regulator suspends 2 crypto firms for alleged scam investment schemes. Let's take a look at what those are. This is common. This is just about daily. Weekly, we get at least one of these, but some weeks it's so full we get them even daily. Okay, both firms suspended. Okay, which are the 2 firms? The Italian Companies and Exchange Commission is the Italian analog of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay, so the CONSOB is the same as the SEC and represents government authority that regulates the Italian securities market. Okay, both firms suspended by the CONSOB. BitSurge token and green energy certificates. What the hell is that? Are allegedly scam projects from Avalon Life, a company that is not based in the European Union. Both have been banned from offering investments for 90 days starting from December 12th, according to 2 official resolutions. Allegedly fraudulent scheme BitSurge was promoted on the website bitsurge.io and on the Facebook page dubbed BitSurge Token. As described in the resolution, the company was offering investors token contracts with monthly returns, here we go, from 6 to 13% for capital amounts ranging from $1,000 to $25,000. Concept document notes that customers reportedly did not possess any autonomy in the management of their tokens. The second scheme, dubbed Green Earth Certificates, was reportedly promoted through the Facebook page Crypto Green Earth Progetto Crypto Green Earth and offered Green Earth certificates in order to protect rainforests. That's just fucked up, man. That's just not even cool. You know, like some scams, you're just like, dang, that's a good scam. Like, you're smart, you're creative for coming up with that. Scamming up on the rainforests. Intended to provide a 6% reward on the sum of crypto investments in forest areas, such as Costa Rica. Yeah, so I still am not 100% sure. I'm going to dig in through some Jake Chervinsky stuff and see what he's been saying about this, but I'm not sure what this means when they do these cease and desists. Because America is doing, and the SEC is doing cease and desists on non-American companies. How can you stop advertisement or people in your country from seeing this offer? Like, if I make a YouTube video or something, I have no control over what countries. They don't give me that option. Can see it and can't. So, and there's some interesting stuff that I haven't heard about this in a while, but remember how YouTube was drug into one of the lawsuits because they were a facilitator of said propaganda in the country to those residents when it was cease and desisted against. So, interesting stuff. Report claims over 80% of top 25 BTC trading pair volumes on CoinMarketCap are wash traded. Most of these pairs' actual volume is under 1% of their reported volume on CMC, CoinMarketCap. We noted only 2 out of the top 25 pairs not to be grossly wash trading their volume, Binance and Bitfinex. We noted 2 out of the 25 not to be grossly wash trading their volume, Binance. Okay, so that's the percentage of real volume, 1%, 11%, 1, 25. Wow, just take a look at that really quick. IDAX, 4% real volume. The rest is wash traded, OOOBTC. I used that one way back in the day. I'm just looking at some of these smaller ones because I'm interested to see if the smaller ones are doing it more or less. Huobi, 26%, 25%, so that's good. Liquid is 100%. IDEX is like the largest decentralized exchange, only 4%. That's not a good look. It'll be interesting to see how these exchanges respond to this. Because this isn't the first time we've heard about this, and there's some people going out there trying to make algorithms to figure out true liquidity as well as how much true volume is occurring. And I'm really glad to see this because if they can do it and get away with it, they'll do it and get away with it. That's just how it is. It makes their exchange look more appealing, and there still is a big battle of exchanges. Did they forward this to the SEC? What is this going to lead to a bunch of new SEC investigations and penalties? Yeah, I don't know. Who did the report? The researchers. Who are the researchers? Oh, wow. Blockchain Transparency Institute claims that the majority. So BTI could be getting a serious in with government agencies from this report. Because if the research is sound, then the government would love to get their hands on this and use this for more, witch hunts. All right, next. Over 400,000 ETH left ICO team wallets in the past 30 days, data shows. Is this good or bad? Is this because they're getting ready for something coming from the SEC? Are they finally dumping? It's a tricky conversation here that we're going to segue into a Jake Chervinsky thread here in just a second. But initial coin offerings have been transacting ETH at breakneck speed, with over 400,000 ETH moving out of wallets in the past 30 days alone, according to data from crypto assets data and software development firm Santiment. Oh, I get it, like sentiment. Published December 17th. That is pretty interesting and scary. Oh, wow. So here's all your favorites that you can check up on. Some of the projects that I got involved in and invested in ICOs earlier this year, they got tie-up periods and stuff like that, so I'm not really too worried about this. In the United States context, analysts of the recent trends have pointed to the crackdown on fundraising model in the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, putting hundreds of projects at risk, lingering regulatory ambiguity. But why would they be selling at the bottom? Because let's now segue into this. Do you think the SEC will be okay with a company that raises 300,000 ETH in an ICO at an average price of, let's say, $500, sells the ETH to lock in a raise of 15 million, waits until ETH price drops to 100 or just was too stupid to know the difference, refunds all 30,000 ETH to investors, keeps the remaining 12 million? No. This is a great conversation and interesting thread. I'm going to have all this under the video in case you guys want to check it out yourself. But it's a really good question. Are they going to value it in US dollar value current? Or is it just ETH to ETH and we wash it? And hey, with ETH is worth $1 now and 500 then oh well, tough luck. Is there going to be some sort of bridging in between? Then the segue to this, and then on the other side of the coin is, what if they really didn't sell everything and they still got it, and now they're going to get charged by the SEC and they sell at the bottom and they can't even cover, and then they go bankrupt, and then do they still have to pay the funds even if they go bankrupt? I don't know. I'm not really sure how this works from a business standpoint. I know when you go bankrupt as an individual resident in the United States, your debt is washed. That's the reason why you do it. But I know that there's different structurings like Chapter 10, Chapter 11, and Chapter 9, I believe, for businesses. So there's different structures to it. What I see this as people panic selling, because you would be an idiot to sell right now at the bottom, especially if you fundraised mid 2017. You're like 80, 70, 80% down. Why would you be selling right now? I don't know. Are they really just trying to preemptively get ready and sell at the bottom and lose all that money? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Time will tell, though. Not so good news in this next piece. Substratum running low on funds, so they've decided to literally start day trading with their ICO ETH holdings and given you no recourse, and you have no say in it. So the CEO recently, in this video here, talked about the fact that he's going to start day trading, apparently. And this is just, I think a lot of people saw this as a bad thing. Obviously, crypto Twitter predominantly saw this as a bad thing. I think it's better than doing nothing. I didn't think Substratum was in that big of trouble. So I think it's a good thing that they're trying to do this, but how good is this guy at trading? Is it going to be transparent? Is there some sort of way that everybody can keep tabs on this? Is this like a collective that they're going to try and like pool trade this? Are they using bots? Are they doing this? Is he doing this by himself? Again, like there's so many questions to that. And I'm just surprised if you're going to go that direction, you should expect that those would be some of the questions, because you've essentially said, hey, we're going to hijack your funds and go use it for something else, and we might win, we might lose, and I'm not really giving you much more information. That's the kind of crazy part about it. This, I assume, the SEC won't like, because the allocation that you put in a white paper of the ICO funds, and then you just decide like, hey, no, we're not going to do that. I don't know what the recourse is there, but I'm interested to see. Last piece, and we're going to end it on a slightly high note. I look at this as a high note. Everybody else that I've seen retweet this so far does not. But Civic is changing its focus and dedicating itself to just decentralized identity verification, which I think is great, because Pure Mountain, was it? Let me just double check, make sure. Some of these projects, it's been so long since I originally talked about them, and I don't keep up on them as much as I should. Hold on, I'm checking Pure Mountain. So Pure Mountain, Jed Grant and his team is working with Civic on some of the identity verification pieces that they want to roll out. And I think that whole Pure Mountain, if they can really get that to pick up, I think that's going to be an amazing service. And I think that this is actually a good thing that Civic is shrinking down its offering and really focusing its resources on what it sees to be its future. Not the future, but its future in its place. This is what we all wanted, isn't it? We wanted coin projects to further identify themselves and find their identity. So that's exactly what they're doing. I don't see that as a bad thing at all. So anyways, my friends, that is it for the news in this segment. If you want to show us some support, just click the like button. We also have a Patreon set up down below that is just exclusively for this channel. The proceeds will be going to expanding out this channel. I want to grow this channel. We'll be looking to bring on more content creators. We will be looking to get more equipment. We'll be looking to set up a dedicated studio that we can actually do live news segments and do some really fun shit. And all of your Patreon support not only goes to us and the time it takes to research and put this stuff together, but growing this team and growing this project. So you want to check out those links and support us. Those are underneath. Also, we have some Teespring action going on. We got some t-shirts, sweatshirts, long sleeves, phone cases, and you can rep Crypto Junkies in your hometown. And I would absolutely love that. I want to see this thing take off and really pick up some steam. And I think it can. So that's that. If you want to comment, you got some feedback, go ahead and place that below. And if this is your first time to the channel and you want to stay up to date with us, click the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and you will, well, you'll get more of our stuff. Let's just say that. YouTube algorithms are always changing, but you'll get at least more than you're getting now. All right, that's it, my friends. See you soon in another video. Bye.